This is just basically an expensive toy.
Yeah, that's a lot of hours.
You know, if somebody wanted to come along and figure out this thing's really nice. You can adjust it. There's these screws here you can adjust to make just about any orientation of the offset that you want. This is anodized aluminum. We had steel in here, and that was probably causing some eddy currents and stuff. So we replaced it with aluminum, anodized aluminum. It's just really, really. I mean, it's so sweet. Those are just little. What is that material? It's not copper. Brass. Brass.
You get eddy currents in aluminum too.
Yeah, you will. The pins are brass.
Now, what's it supposed to do?
This one, we didn't get this one to sell.
Oh.
This is based on the pin bed. This, you guys are actually, I've had people one at a time, maybe 10 people see this thing. This is kind of the first time it's been in public.
Is this your replication of it?
This is our replication of the pin bed.
Okay.
It's totally well built.
There's a little crank that goes in here, so you can bring it out gradually, just incrementally with a little hand crank going from here. And then you've got this thing that's got ball bearings on it too for the crank. So you just ever so slightly. Sometimes this thing would shoot out of here. When you right now look at how many. There's only like one magnet every, I don't know, 20 positions. When you get this thing loaded with magnets, do not get your finger right here. You could cut off a part of your finger. It'll really.
And so, what do you do? You trim it to the right operating point? That's what this crank is for, so you get this stator part at the exact point? Or is it supposed to rock back and forth?
Well, what this is to do is the idea is that you come in, you're increasing your, rather than clamshelling it, you just come in at the side. So on, off.
Get it later.
So it's one thing that's oscillating back and forth?
No. Once this is there are several people who claim to have a working magnet. I know probably, I've had probably 5 people tell me of a definitive working magnet motor that is like going to market or, that work or the inventor melt it down or get something. That's in some of the cases I haven't been able to ask them, like
for example, one theory is that the energy they're getting out is really the sum of all the energy used to create the magnet.
Cyclone, CYCCLONE.com, it has a magnet motor that is basically going directly. It's got footage on television showing the thing running, and they say that they're confident lights are that's supposed to become an Yeah, that's on our magnet motor index. It's the first one of it.
This won't keep running though, will it?
So this is how you slow it down.
Gives it the kick to make it go forward, and the other winding, as the magnet comes in, gives it a pump to charge the battery. And the transistor just tells this guy when to fire, keep it firing. And then by adjusting the gap here, by adjusting the resistance here, you can make it go faster, slower.
So which is your adjuster, this one?
This is a 10K, 5K, and 25 ohms. And so this is my fine tune. Then I just hardwire some resistors in here. This is just a breadboard, so you can switch whatever you want to get whatever resistance you want. So I can go plus or minus 100 up with this guy. This will go up to like 20,000 or something like that. And so this lets me hone in on a particular.
Well, Sterling, can I ask you what the principle behind the Bedini motor is?
Well, the idea, the holy grail is that you want to be replicating Tesla's radiant energy effect, so that you're getting, in his case, he's using a spark discharge, and by hitting that spark gap, and you get a DC pulse going forward, you get this longitudinal radiant energy coming into the system, so that you get more energy coming out at the end of the day than what you put into it at the beginning.
So it's kind of a practical implementation of kind of an open energy principle.
That's what you're seeking for. I have not been able to achieve that with this design. And we built this design with the idea that we were going to be able to build a really super simple device that people could prove that anyone could build. I could build it, my mother-in-law built it. She got one running shortly after. She was the second one to get one running. But bottom of the line is this design doesn't work that way. It spins, but it's about 53% efficient.
So the Bedini motor, in this case, is about 53% efficient and not over energy.
That's what I measured really accurately after 3 months of focused effort on this project.
Absolutely.
Tons of data, lots of different configurations. The wheel originally was larger, and the coil was half that size, smaller gauge. Our wires were longer and thinner. I tried tractor batteries. I tried. We had them in parallel, 2 6-volts in parallel, 2 in series. We had like 4 on the back end, 1 on the front end, 3 on the back end, 2 on the front end, rotating them through. And one day, for 4 days consecutive, we had this thing. The battery capacity went up for 4 days consecutive. We thought we had it, and it ended up it was an artifact of a long-term effect, and there was not more energy coming out of the system than we predicted. But there are some other people who have taken a variation of this and are claiming to get over unity.
Well, still, it's definitely a wonderful.
From this project, we started this project. People got going on the project. They made some variations, and they supposedly have gotten some stuff to work.
It's still a wonderful replication. You've done a good job on this. It looks great.
Thank you. It's all from the junkyard. This is from the junkyard. Of course, this is Radio Shack, the hardware. But there's about $100 worth of hardware here.
Is this a Bedini?
Yeah.